guys, so I'm gonna do a video of back testing. So I just picked a random spot in the market and I'm going to start plotting out my key levels, my zones, and then going from there and taking an entry. So what's happening here is we have support here. I'm just gonna make this all one color, to be honest, because by now I hope you guys know the difference from support and resistance. Oops. Let's just make it purple, whatever. Okay, so we have a low here, and we had structure fake out and come above, and then right here we have a retest zone. Okay, and then right here we have the high, and then right here we have the next high. So this is what we would do. So let's just see how this looks here. Okay, so basically what happened, we reached the high, came to low, reached the high again, came to low, fake out. If we respect this structure, so I see it going two ways, to be honest. It's either going to test here and go up to the highs again, so we have the high here, or what's going to happen is it's going to come back down here. So this is where we're looking to see what we can do. So if it respects structure here, we're going to buy. So then dropping down on the lower time frames, this is what we're watching for. So let's go to the 1 hour. Let's play it. Okay, so it's reversing from structure now. So on the 30-minute, this is what it looks like. So we would take an entry anywhere in this area. So as long as it's not breaking structure, so we could technically take a buy after this candle, but realistically we can see that it's not breaking structure. So we would want to take it like on probably 800. So we always want to round it, always round it. So let's take it at 79,800. And then the stop loss is going to be right below structure. So what we want to do is go back on the higher time frames, or let's go 1 hour, that's fine. And our first target is going to be this high. Actually, I'm going to take this tool, and so it's just bigger for you guys. Stop loss below structure. And our first TP is here. As long as it breaks here, which more than likely it is because it's minor structure, so it will usually break, and we have that impulse correction, and since it didn't break the structure, it's more than likely going to go to these highs. So let's just see. So this would be TP1 basically. This would be a 1 to 9, risking 25 pips. I like doing 30 to 40 pips. Again, your stop loss is for if you're going in the complete wrong direction. So don't be so worried about having tight stops of 5 to 10 pips, because more than likely you're going to get stopped out a million times before it actually goes your way. So you want to have a big enough stop loss, or that's going to mess you up emotionally. So first TP's here. So let's just see. Okay, so it comes to the major high, and this is major structure. Now we're looking for a reversal because we had this massive impulse. It's coming to major structure. It's tested twice, 3 times, and tanked. Both of these highs have a huge momentum down of, let's see, 573 pips, and like same thing, 600 pips. So this is a huge rejection level. So what we want to do, this was like counter trending basically. So we're taking this buy, and now we're taking that long-term sell if we reject this this level at the top. So what we want to do is jump down to the 1 hour time frame, and we want, it kind of looks like it's not breaking below structure. So what we want to do is look for an entry. Okay, so right in here is where we would find the entry. So jumping down on the 30-minute, jumping down on the 30 or 15, you're just getting more price action at that level. So it tested, dropped below, tried to come back up, drop below one more time. So anywhere in this area is where you could take a sell. Okay, so let's just say we took it, in this area. So let's say we took it at 82,200. And then as well, you can say, let's put your stop loss right above. On the 1 hour time frame, you can see as well that like it's not breaking above structure. And as again, the confluence is that you've had such a massive impulse. It's at major structure, went all the way to that major high. It's gonna correct like 100%, right? So what we want to do is look at our TPs, okay? So this is TP1. This is minor structure right here. So we want to just outline it just in case it does not break, because what could happen is it could come up or come down here, support, and come back up to test. So let's just see what happens. Wait, let's move this guy down. Okay, so again, rounding your numbers, so your take profit level would be, let's do 700. Okay, so this would be TP1, TP2, TP3. Okay, so a test structure. This has to break in order for it to continue down, or we're going to have to take profit, which is 250 pips. Okay, so it breaks, comes up. It's looking like it's going to fake out, but let's just see. Okay, so it breaks, tests, and then continues down. So we're moving our TP here. Okay, so we're rounding again. Take profit level, 250. So again, you're just looking left. You're not looking all the way back here. Like, none of this shit matters. You're looking at current price action, and you're just looking left. So boom, 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 boom. Easy. So then this is TP2. So we have to watch how this level breaks. If it doesn't break, then we have to get out. So let's just extend this guy. So it came up and tested that structure. Let's extend this guy. Okay, now it starts breaking to the low. So this would be TP3. Okay, so this whole trade would be about 550 pips, 560 pips. Okay, so that's more than enough, honestly. So now we want to look at the higher time frames. Okay, so now we're coming to this major low. Okay, so we had a huge impulse up, we respected structure, now we're coming down to this major low, and it's really major. It's a major daily level, right? So more than likely what's going to happen is this is going to respect, okay? So what we want to do is we actually want to look for a buy position since we're at this major low. So what we want to do is kind of see what price action is giving us. So let's just see. So it's respecting price, tried to fake out. And what we want to do is like look to the left to see what's happening. So what's happening here is it's testing this guy. So this is minor structure as well. Okay, So you're just seeing where price retested from, where it rejected from. That's all you're doing. So it broke, tested. So now it broke this level and it's coming up to test. Okay. So there's a chance that since it only tested once, that it's going to come down and test twice. So that's really what happens, honestly. Just because I have so much experience, I know, like, usually it tests twice, but I don't know, let's just see. It could go up from here. In that case, we missed the entry, but let's just see. Okay, no. So it comes, oh shit, I did that too fast. Okay, so it comes down again. So it comes down and tests structure, okay? And then it fakes out. So this one's kind of really quick, and you would have to literally get that right away. So came down 30 minutes. See, it's all the same shit. So 1 hour showing that, 30 minutes showing this, 15 showing this. So what you would do is, like, on the lower time frames, 30 or 15, you'd want to get into this trade. So technically, you can see that this is faking out and it's trying to come above. So anywhere in this area is where you would want to take this entry. Okay, so I just did that way too fast. So since we're at the major low, we want to take this entry. Let's say we took it at 76,700, okay? Because it's closing above that zone. Okay, and then our stop loss would be right below the structure. So we can have a tight stop here just because it came down to test twice, right? So it came down here, and then reversed. So we can have it, wait, let me go back. So we could have it, like, even here is fine because it's not going to come down. It's more than likely not going to come down. So what ended up happening here is it actually tested twice and then shot up, okay? So we're looking at our TPs now. So our first TP is here. But again, minor structure, it's more than likely going to hit this high. The reason why is because this never retested. So it broke through structure, no retest. So more than likely it's going to come up and retest. Let's just see. So now it's making a W too. So yes, more than likely it is going to hit that high. Okay, so it does. Now it's going to correct because it made the W. Now it's going to come down to correct. So if it breaks, so two things. It's at 154 pips. So this hit our TP. We're more than, we can take this trade if we want, okay? But it may come back down to this structure, or what could happen is if it breaks this, it's going to go to this high. So let's just see. So again, when it arrives to that structure, you're just watching. If it respects, it's going to go down. If it breaks, it's going to go up. And why it's going here? Because you're looking left. That's it. Okay, so here, look. Respected structure, and people will be like, oh my god, I'm getting out. But the reason for this is because it broke and did not retest. So it came up, came back down to retest, boom. So another indication, FIPS. Oops, shit. Let me just move this over a bit. So, I hate this. Okay, so we want to put the fib from low to high. So here is another indication. So basically what happened is it reversed from the 38.2. So we had an impulse, correction, and then continuation up. So these are our targets, negative 27% or right here near this structure. Okay, so let's just see. Okay. So it hits this, and so more than likely that's more than enough. That's 300 pips, and so we go to the higher time frames, and now it's at major structure. So it had a huge impulse. This is a correction. More than likely it could break lower to have another impulse leg to the downside. So let's just see what happens. Okay, yeah, so it tanks even lower, And then, let's just see how it respects. Okay, so it catches support, I think. Yep. Goes down even lower. I didn't mark all this up, but again, like, let's just mark this up. Let's go on the daily. So what's happening is it's breaking this. And why it came up and tested here, for example, is because you're just looking left. So it came down, or it came up to test the structure. So that's why it corrected here, and then now it's continuing down. So then what we would do is mark up here, and then watch how price reacts to that. So it tests it, comes up for this correction. Comes back down, reverses. Okay, so that's all it is, guys. You're just watching each and every level, and you're watching how it respects it. If it doesn't get retested, it's going to come up and retest structure, so on and so on. So again, with back testing, all you have to do, again, to help you out is identify, like, in different colors, this was Monday, this was Tuesday, for example. Like, this isn't actually, I don't know what those days are, but Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then you point out, okay, this happened at this time, this happened at this time, this happened at this session, and then this is exactly what you need to do in order to successfully backtest. And you just need practice over and over and over again, and you will become pros, seriously. So let me know if this made sense.